What is going on, guys? This is Flaming Hobo, aka Devin, here with from Team Reapout, and I'm here with a new card spoiler for you guys. I bet you guys are all wondering, what does the Trojan horse have anything to do with Keyforge? And that's what I'm here to tell you. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I have for you guys Trojan Sauropod. This is a new Saurian artifact. Gives you an amber whenever you play it. And Trojan Sauropod enters play under your opponent's control. An Omni ability that says gained 3 amber. Your opponent reveals their hand and puts each creature from it into play. Then reveals their hand as if it were their draw step. Destroy Trojan Sauropod. So, first off, thematically, I need to say this card is amazing. FFG nailed it with this one. It looks like you have the Saurians here invading. To me, looks like those are Brobnar guys. And yeah, this card is very interesting. So entering under play on your opponent's control, not something we see very often in Keyforge. We've only seen it thus far in Scally Caper. Which has done a decent job that we've seen in Shadows. Nothing too amazing, but not terrible whenever you see one either. This one, to me, looks a little different. Obviously, you get the amber when you play it, which is great. But your opponent gets 3 amber whenever they choose to use this. Because remember, because it's under their control, they get control of this ability. They're the ones gaining the 3 amber. You're the one revealing your hand and putting the creatures into play. So giving your opponent 3 amber, that's a hefty downside. But unloading your hand of creatures is a great upside. So you kind of have to weigh the pros and cons with this one. Your opponent needs to be smart when they can use it. They can use it to just check hard for key 3 when your creatures may not do a whole lot. Then again, you could potentially be redrawing your hand of creatures now into a hand of amber control if your deck has it. Your opponent can also kind of just bait you with it. You know, if you just dumped a handful of creatures the turn before, well, it might be just a time for them to get a free 3 amber. Maybe you only pull 1 creature out of your hand because you just spent them all on the board. So there's a lot of mind games that you can kind of play your opponent with your opponent as well. You know, if this falls into a deck with 20-25 creatures in it, I think this card can do a lot of damage. If it only has 13, 14, 15 creatures in it, I don't think this card's going to see a whole lot. Because a lot of times it's going to be your opponent gains 3 amber, you do very little. And there's also the threat where your opponent just does nothing, never uses it. If that's the case, you gained an amber and removed a card from your deck, which also isn't bad. I don't expect this to be like a game-breaking card by any means. I don't think it'll see that much competitive play, but I do think there will be a lot of decks that will get use out of just having 1 copy of this. I think 2 copies in any deck would just be way too much, but I don't think you're ever going to be too upset to see 1 copy of this. I think it'll have some niche plays that'll be good in quite a few decks. It sucks that you're not going to get the playability of your creatures or anything, but just the dumping your hand for the reload, I think that can be a sweet ability. So I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts. I want to know what you guys think about this card. Is it as bad as it looks? Do you see the potential of it? Curious. What do you guys think? Let us know below. Thanks for checking it out.